Big Papita 396 coming to you guys live on a ride home. And I wanted to speak about scout drivers. If you guys don't know what scout drivers are, and you're not in the industry, scout drivers, they are very, very important, especially for apartments where you got the cans connected to a chute, condominiums, sometimes even some kind of like townhomes where a big truck can't physically go on the property, so the scout goes in and fishes a can out. I say all of that because I was speaking to a guy that at this one particular stop. He's a scout per se because he brings all the cans to this one area with this old like 1985 pickup truck with forks connected. And bro was like, how much do you guys get paid? I said, man, the scouts get paid anywhere north of $30. Right? He's like, what? I said, yeah. I said, but it's not easy. See, a lot of people just look at the job and they be like, man, I could do that. I'm telling them, yeah, scouts hustle hard. They hustle hard all day. And they're at risk for more accidents, almost more than the commercial driver. You're like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, you do a lot of backing, some stuff you can't see. It's a ground level, and then it's the level of the clearance of the truck, so you can mess around and hit a pipe or pull something or back into something that you don't see. And I'm like, it's a lot of stuff. You got the chutes, you got to clean up the chutes. Sometimes there's like extra stuff and the people are kind of lurking around. Can you take this? You get a ticket for a bulky. You're trying to bring the bulky to the driver. You're hustling all day. Then I says, let's just say that's just with the trash driver. You got the recycle driver calling. The recycle driver's like, man, when you gonna show up? Then you got another trash truck driver calling you because he covering for the other trash driver in another area. And he's like, when you gonna show up here? So you got 3 or 4 drivers calling you, plus supervisors, contact and dispatch. And I'm like, you hustle all day, you hustle just so you can make it on time before you take a second lunch or whatever, before that 5:30 hit. And scouts have it hard. It is not an easy job. But many people on the outside will be like, oh, the guy that's in that little Jeep or that F-150 with the forks, I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. You would get out here and you would tear some stuff up. You would get out here and you would tear some stuff up. You would mess around and strike something or hit a car or lose a container. The container's rolling and it strikes a car. Right, so the scout drivers don't get enough praise because it is not an easy job. So I will say, this is not going to be a long video. Shout out to the scout drivers. It takes skill. Then you got to line the can up with the forks. The driver might have them too high. He might have them too low. You got to know the codes. You got to have the different remotes for each stop, which takes a lot of practice. Then after you get the remotes, and the driver, you're learning how the driver does it. You got to make sure that the driver is at the right spot. Like, is he back? He has to back up, give you enough space so you can dump the can. You got to watch out for people when you're coming out. People that are on the sidewalk, like pedestrians, bicyclists, e-bikes, e-scooters. It's a lot. Sometimes you're backing out blind, you can't even see. Yeah, props to the Scout drivers. It's a sensitive job. And to the average person, it's like, oh, I could do it. I could do that. That guy doesn't even have a. You don't need a commercial license to do that. I could do that. Okay.
Watch out.
But what it requires, the level of skill and dedication that it requires, I don't think so.